Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, where we are playing Final Fantasy VI, my absolute favorite game of all time.
Greetings, Capo!
And we finished Tara, Edgar, and Sabin's, or Tara, Edgar, and Bannon's scenario the last time.
One of those guys.
Yeah, so now we're going to do Locke's scenario here.
Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops, but now he desperately needs to escape, Capo. So we're gonna go help him, Capo!
We are. Well, between episodes, I wound up eating that new Taco Bell burrito quesadilla thing. And I have to say, it's really good. But while I was eating it, I decided to do a little research online, and I didn't realize that there was a mobile version of Final Fantasy VI with updated art, and the original Final Fantasy... Like, it has updated art, this version, the SNES version music, and the Game Boy Advance translation, and it's for the Android.
He basically came.
Yeah.
Much blubbering.
I'm going to buy that shit as soon as I have a chance here. So, speaking of buying shit, we're in the item shop. Now, this Locke scenario is weird. It kind of changes a lot of the rules that have been established up until this point. So I'm going to try to go through this a little quickly, because there's basically an exact way you can do it, although I think I'm going to do this a slower way than I could. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk to the merchant. Hey, call me a treasure hunter or I'll rip your... Oh god, too much vanilla cup. Or I'm going to rip your lungs out. The merchant basically has one hit point, but the idea here is not to kill him. We're gonna steal from him. We stole a plumed hat, which is great, and we stole his clothing. Here we go! These are a little tight, but the price was right. Alright, and naked guy who is not actually naked. His name is B-Day suit, referring to birthday suit, referring to nudity, but he is clearly not nude. He has like a little towel covering his junk, which is interesting, and the reason that was edited in is, again, this game's for an American audience, and, you know, you can't show that kind of nudity.
Alright, there's that done.
Other sprites operated the same way. There are a few sprites throughout the game that show butts, or maybe a little too much side boob, and so Square had to go in and edit it to not have as much butt.
Or side boob.
Or side boob,
or
which is
side butt.
stupid as hell. But
butt boob.
Whatever. Butt boob?
Butt boob.
I don't think I want to know.
Neither do I.
Oh, douche? Get out of my way. Alright, we're only buying shit for Locke here, and there's nothing to buy. Good deal. Alright. So, now we are a merchant. So we had to steal the merchant's clothes first to get through that one spot. And now we have to go steal a general's outfit so we can get through the or a private's outfit so we can get through the next area.
I gotta ask, does Locke ever drop the treasure hunter deal?
Oh no. He insists he's a treasure hunter to the end.
Nobody a treasure hunter! That treasure just happens to be in other people's pockets.
Exactly. I used the wrong bloody command. Steal from him, damn it! Good job.
Yank.
Stole a tonic. See, he has a little towel covering his junk. Even though his hand was covering his junk anyway, they still stuck a towel there. Phew. Alright, I kind of blazed through it, but his line after stealing those clothes is something like, "These are big, but it'll do." The proper pronunciation, or translation, is, "These are a little, damn it, I can't remember. It's another rhyme, though, it's stupid. Something about... damn it, I've lost it. I had it before that fight, and then I lost it. That clown Kefka is on the verge of invading Narsh. Yeah, now that I'm dressed as a private, I can actually get some information from these guys. Oh, that's right, I didn't actually have to do this. I could have stuck with the merchant outfit. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So we talk to this guy, and that gets him out of the way. But I'll show. But we need the merchant outfit, though. Wait. I don't have to go back yet. Yep, there's the hidden path. That's right. I knew there was a way to do this where you actually didn't need to, move, douche! There was a way to do this, where you didn't need to turn into a private whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, so, again, you have to remember, during this, if you don't know what's going on with the game, you're exploring everywhere and talking to everyone because it seems you can't advance. And this is the first and only time that stealing from a guy in a fight produces anything more than a one-shot item. So they changed the rules and they made it a little strange without even bothering to tell you what was going on. So the first time you do this, it's really awkward and strange, but whatever. You know, once you do it once, you know what's going on. But it's one of the few missteps in Final Fantasy VI, because the game is so tightly designed that even non-gamers, like I was when I first picked it up, can figure out what's going on pretty quickly. It took me quite a while to figure this out when I was a kid, the first time. When I first played this game, it was shown to me by a friend of mine, who is no longer a friend, but anyway. And I think it took the two of us working together to figure out how to get through this part. Oh, speaking of part, are you a guardian? Yep. Nope, you're not, but I know I can't beat you. Running the fuck away. Run the fuck away. Okay. Whew. There is an unbeatable enemy, whatever you want to call it. There is an unbeatable enemy in this game named a Guardian. And the Guardian, like, he is designed not to be beaten under any circumstances, but then there's a special version of the Guardian at the very end of the game who can be beaten, and his entire purpose is to make you feel nice and powerful and strong. Since here's this unbeatable enemy, and now suddenly you can beat him. It's a good deal. Very good deal. And they use the unbeatable enemy in a few spots where they just want you to not proceed past the thing. Oh yeah, here. This is another thing that pisses me off about this section.
I forget.
Exactly. Go downstairs and give my grandson the password. It's, I forget. Great. That doesn't help. And nowhere in this entire game does it tell you what the password is. You have a list of 3, Rosebud, Courage, and Failure. So it's trial and error. You pick one and hope to God it's the right one. So, again, they're changing the rules on you. They're doing things that they didn't do in previous, prior to this, which is weird. I'm not a fan of it. It's a weird game design choice. That's game design 101 at this point. You don't change the rules on the gamer without explicitly telling them or making it somewhat intelligent. I mean, here, stealing to steal the clothes so you can be in disguise makes some sense, but at no point did we ever think that Locke had this kind of ability in him where he goes all Metal Gear Solid on shit. Alright,
Crap
so
battle.
we are now in the biggest mansion in town. Now, if we had come here earlier, we would have met the rich asshole, and there is no music. There's a reason for that. Anyway, look at this. Chung 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 chung, Magitech armor. Wind the clock, wind the clock. That was just a jump rope rhyme. Haha, no it's not. You only said that because there's a guard in here. Anyway, if we had come here earlier, we would have been able to see the rich guy who owns this building, and he's writing a letter about the patrol patterns of the city. So now we go in here, and first of all, there's a sound effect. You can barely hear it. It probably isn't even being picked up. But you hear a little wind movement. Oh, what have I done? I betrayed the town, and I didn't even need the money. Somewhere in here, someone in the town hints that there is a secret passage. And there it is, it's behind the bookshelf. And the only reason you know it's there is because the wind is moving. Again, it's kind of silly and breaks the rules and acts weird. So, whatever. Okay, we're going to be a merchant and look in there. I've seen her before, of course. She's one of the Empire's generals. Alright, here comes a rant of mine. So this guard is punching the shit out of Celeste. in the advanced version, they censored that. They took it away, so when the camera just scrolled up into the room, the guard just says out of nowhere, "This is what happens to traitors," and without context. For some reason, that line carries over, but not the punching. They censored the punching because they didn't want to show a guy just punching the shit out of women. The thing is, I think we've come to the point where you can put that in this specific scenario and sell it. Because the point of this scene is, here is Celeste, super general of the Empire, and she's being bullied and punched and tortured by a bunch of lowly assholes who don't even have a name. They're just guard. She has clearly seriously fallen from grace, and we don't know why yet. But that's an important part of her character development. Otherwise, it looks like she's just hanging out in this room.
Not only that, but from her... I know it's, like, limited sprite, but, like, by the looks of her, it's like they're just rolling off her back.
Yes.
Like, punch! This is what happens to traitors!
Exactly. So, the censoring I think was a detriment. Because
Celeste is just like, you're only doing 1 point of damage.
You can handle... I think gamers nowadays especially can handle mature themes in games.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for something that has to be carried by the story, like a Japanese RPG. You need to keep some of that stuff in. I'm not advocating violence against women, but I am advocating that part of this story because contextually it's necessary and it makes sense. Because without seeing it, you're like, why is she standing in the room? The sprites are so low quality that you don't see that she's, like, handcuffed, you know? She's just standing there. So it's like, why? Why even bother censoring it? Because if you censor it, you lose the point. End rant.
Yeah.
Anyway. Product of genetic engineering, battle-hardened Magitech Knight with a spirit as pure as snow.
And Celeste could totally take a fucking punch.
And look at that face. She's totally stoic and serene. Those punches meant nothing. But yeah, exactly. She can take a punch. She's a goddamn general. She's not...
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm going to go ahead and say it, because she says it later. She's a general, not some opera floozy. Irony. So, the mighty Celeste has fallen. How can you serve those cowards? Hold your tongue! And there I think
Isn't it true Kefka's going to poison the people of Doma to the east?
Shut up! And he's holding her face there. And again, yes, if this is like super three-dimensional graphic, I can sort of see that someone would be uncomfortable with the scene if a armored guard is like grabbing the face of a unarmed woman who is chained up against a wall. That's not what's going on. And even if it was, it contextually makes sense. So they should have left it in. Final punch. And Celeste collapses. I'd hate to be in your shoes tomorrow.
She's gonna be executed, isn't she?
Yep. Keep a close eye on her. Yes, sir. I can go for days without sleep. There's Locke hanging out up on the scaffolding. Plot. So we go in, and he can go without sleep for days, instantly asleep. And check out Celeste's pee bucket. Doesn't have anything. Now, see, that sprite shows her chained against the wall. So I don't know if they censored that, and that she was just standing there while being punched, or if that was just some weird oversight in the original design of the game. Remove her chains. No reason to wait. What do you hope?
What do you hope to peddle down here?
Oops, forgot I was wearing these clothes. I'm with the returners. Name's Locke.
Returners! I used to be General Celeste. Now I'm just a common trader.
It's not true, my dear. Let's go.
You'd take me along? Thanks, but no thanks. I can barely walk.
Limp, limp, limp.
I'm grateful, but even if you got me out, you'd never be able to protect me. No, I think I'm better off here.
I'll protect you. Trust me, you'll be fine.
You're just a thief.
Wink. Let's go.
Wait.
This soldier has something important on him.
And now a cute little joke. There's a clock key in his pocket. Stealing is wrong. After we had to steal a bunch just to get here. Stealing is wrong.
And some bread, too.
He's dreaming of food.
More soup and...
You're gonna have what's in the pea bucket. Alright, so Celeste is our lead. Also, secret... there it is. There it is.
I get what you're saying about taking out the punching, because in the context of her character, she's a general. I'm pretty sure she can take it.
Yep.
I'm not advocating violence against women. In fact, I'm not advocating violence against anyone, because you shouldn't be hitting anybody, even if they can take it.
Uh-oh. I don't think that it's a good weapon for her to hold. Oh, it can be runic. Okay. Yeah, so in the here, this gets complicated, but I'll show you. So in the top left corner, it shows how it can be used. So this weapon can be held with 2 hands, and it can be used for runic, which is important for what's coming up. And of course, here are the numbers, battle power 30, whatever. But you don't see those numbers until you buy an item, which is kind of awkward, and luckily they changed that in modern RPGs. Running shoes. We'll give that to Locke, because that's an automatic haste at all times. And Celeste doesn't really... You know what? She's more powerful than Locke. We'll put her in the front row. Alright. So we are moving on. I think this is a save point. Yes.
You said Celeste and Locke can eventually get together at the end of the game, yeah?
It's implied, but it's never stated, which is also
That's
what I love about this game.
Adorable.
There is very little in this game that is outright stated to you.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good, because in, like, taking their characters, Celeste is stronger than Locke, which makes their pairing one where he's weaker than her.
Yep.
Weaker, with quotes.
Celeste
So, like-
is very, very strong. She's your
Yeah.
first balanced character, because Terra is pretty weak at the beginning here, both in hit points and offense. But Celeste is about equal in both. Her magic is a little less powerful than Terra's, but her offense is, or her physical offense is better. Anyway, yes, it does
But,
make
like,
for a good
that-
pairing.
Never happens. Guys always have to be stronger than the girl, because they have to protect them.
Yep.
Nope.
And look, iron armor, check this out. So we just got our most powerful armor to date. It's iron armor. Oh, never mind. I was going to say Locke can't even equip it, but yes, he can. So, never mind. I'm being goofy and misremembering. All right. So now we just have to get the hell out of here, which is not exactly... Oh, come on. Oh, God. I hate this dungeon. It's annoying. Okay. All right, you can stop beating the shit out of me, please. I just put Locke in defense mode so I can... For the love of God! I hate burning potions this early. Oh yeah, I'm under-leveled because I'm rushing. That's right. That's right. No,
what you
you
get for
should have.
rushing?
Oh well. We'll have some decent levels by the time we get out of here, because there's a lot of treasure to be had, and I always collect all the treasure. There's a lot of bullshit walls, like here. You have to go all the way around. But then, like, up here, you can cut through. It's also weird, and again,
you
part of
can't
the
tell
reason...
the difference between a wall and a scaffolding.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
is
not a fan of that.
Yeah, it's the game changing the rules on you and not being consistent, and that is probably my only design flaw complaint on this game. But it does teach you to always look at other walls, for better or for worse. Like, it teaches you that there are secrets to be had in walls, if you look around hard enough. Which is important, because a lot of the best items are kind of hidden away. Locke gained a level. You could tell that I was actually under-leveled because Celeste is level 10. Which means the game expects you to be around level 10 at this point, and Locke was only level 9, so he is under-leveled for this area. But that's okay. I mean, like I said, we will get those we will get those levels. Would you please die? Smack. Smack.
I just had this mental image of Celeste telling Locke, I don't think asking nicely is gonna cut it.
I think the other problem I have with this area is that you are severely under you don't have a whole lot of good equipment when you go through here.
Heavy shot. Regal Cutlass.
Ah, I say as we get some good shit. Good deal. Alright, well we're going to continue exploring this area in the next episode. Thanks for watching everyone, we'll see you tomorrow for another one.
See you next time, Capo!